Hello and welcome to the SoulSurvivor Q&A series. The following is part of a channeled question and answer session with the high-level spiritual group consciousness, Eternal Light. Thanks for listening.
What is God? As we say, God as we know it, many people will call God a different name.
Yes, indeed. God is purely a name that human beings have put to the title. And in times when Bibles were written and directed by the churches in all countries throughout the world, they made decisions on names, and we know labels are extremely important, and therefore in much of the Western world, early on in the Christian world, it is referred to as God. And I say it for it is the Creator. The Creator is the title that seems to resonate spiritually around the world. And the Creator is not a physical being, of course. The Creator is a light being of immense proportions. It is truly the one and greatest eternal light. And that Creator is the source of great power. It is in essence power, creative power, as opposed to anything physical. And we know throughout the world that different labels are accorded to the Creator. But God is just the title. And for many who still see God as a male, that is absolutely fine. For people need to visualize the Creator in any form that works for them. It is untold power in the universe. It is an almighty source, and it is difficult to put into words how great the Creator is. We are nearer to the Creator where we are in the heavens, and obviously on earth there is much controversy about the name God. Who is God? What is God? And more often than not, God, will you help me? Or God, why have you not helped me? It is a moment when people come in their hour of need, and often they will pray to God for help. And God, the Creator, listens to all that is said, and He is always there. And I'm saying He simply because that becomes acceptable to those who talk of the Creator as God, a man. And in the Bible, God sent His only Son, Jesus, to earth. And that is correct, for a man named Jesus did walk the earth, and He spread love and light to all He came in contact with. And the Creator decided at that time to do this, to try to bring some love and light and understanding to your earth. It achieved that, but as you are aware through your history, which is different in all countries, it did not stop man from going forward, and it did not stop the dark forces from controlling man. He was much feared, Jesus, by the politicians and those in power at the time. And you have to question why He was so feared. He was feared because He was light and love, honesty, and all the attributes you would wish from somebody who was your friend. He tried to make the world aware that there is more to life than is said by those in power. And God, the Creator, the power source, decided that it was the right time for that to appear on earth, as it was sorely missing. We can say that your scientists are starting now to look at the power of the universe. And so, in a way, they are starting to understand that there is far more in the universe than they ever thought possible. And they are questioning, where does this power come from? How does it come? How is it in the air that you breathe? It is a mighty question, and it is all unseen, and therefore, for many human beings, it is questionable that it exists at all. For many have not awakened, and many are in denial that there is more, much, much more, where the power source is everywhere. God has become a figurehead to many, and he is worshipped and prayed to in churches. But there is so much more understanding that God, the power, the light, is everywhere. And God, the power, the light, is in a great many of you. It resides in you. And when you meet people who are aware, they see the goodness come from you. They make friends with you. They want to be around you, for they feel the energy, and it is a good energy. And much has changed since the churches took control of the people and rewrote the books for their convenience. And that was largely for power purposes, to make you obey. But you were not obeying God. You were obeying the men who wrote the books, who sat in the castles and in the churches. And it was a misrepresentation of the Creator. But it was a very powerful force that people felt they had to obey, for they needed something, and the men of the church were very keen to supply the rules and what was correct, and condemn those who had fallen by the wayside. But man now, and I say man, human beings now, are so much more aware. They know there is a source around them, an energy that is always there, but which man is starting at last to tune into. I say at last, but there have been many, shall we say, bastions of light, figureheads around the world that people have worshipped and come to listen to when they walked the earth. And all of those are part of the creation, the Creator, the source of light. It is so powerful, the light, that your human eyes would not be able to face it, but you will feel it, and you will feel it from people. You will see it in their eyes, for the eyes are the windows to the soul, an expression that you will be familiar with. And for those who are awakened and who are awakening, they will start to sense that the air is charged with energy, and they will feel things in their heart and in their soul, and they will know that goodness is around them, energy is there, and they will start to sense individuals. They will start to develop the empathy that is so required. And the awakening of so many souls is spreading that empathy, that goodness. It is starting to envelop man in pockets around the world where they realise that the power of love is infinitely more powerful than anything they have ever experienced. and that their hearts, their souls sing with joy when they feel power, when they feel that power of love. They lighten, they fill with joy, for it is one of the greatest gifts, and yet it is an invisible gift, for you cannot look at it and say that is love. It is an invisible energy, and it is part of the creation of man. It is the essential point where man, the physical being, can give and pass on love and joy and see the difference it makes to the world. We cannot easily quantify the Creator for you, for again, the Creator is a tremendous light and a tremendous energy, but you can start and you will start to feel it if you allow yourselves to do so. And this is done on trust, we would say, for man always likes to see things, to believe things. But this is much more than that. For many, they go through life not believing in the goodness of the Creator, and that the fact that your life doesn't cease when your body gives up. There is so much for you to learn, but once it is learnt by you and you feel it, you experience it yourself, you start to believe, and that belief gives you so much hope, and you feel that pure energy, and those things, those invisible things, are what will change the world for the good. We hope this will suffice for now, and we can always return to these subjects as time goes on. With much love and blessings.